Hey guys, this is Scratch Tutorials number 3, and today we'll be talking about making stuff fly. So the first thing we're going to do is to get rid of this cat, since cats unfortunately cannot fly. You can do this two ways, by right-clicking the sprite's icon and pressing delete, or going up here and using the scissors to delete the cat. Alright, so now that the cat's gone, we're going to bring in a new sprite. Let's choose a sprite from the library. When you click this button, a selection screen should pop up titled Sprite Library. On the left-hand column under Theme, choose Flying. This brings up a selection of flying sprites. To complete this tutorial, we'll go with the parrot. And I'll make this parrot a bit smaller using the shrink tool so it's easier to work with. Okay, the first thing we want to do is to make the parrot glide across the screen, like this, so it looks like it's flying. So let's drag out a when flag is clicked block. When the flag is clicked, we want the parrot to start at the very edge of the screen, so it gets a chance to glide all the way across. We can do that by using this block under the motion menu. Go to X and Y. If you did the challenge after the previous tutorial, you'll know that X and Y are the parrot's coordinates or the parrot's position. You can always see the parrot's current position to the right of the coding area, here, or down here when you click the eye. Telling the parrot to go to this position here will allow it to start off at this position when the flag is clicked. Now let's make the parrot move. We don't want the parrot to fly super choppily, like the way the cat moved in the last tutorial, so we can't just use the move 10 steps block with wait 1 second blocks in between. We want our parrot to fly smoothly. There are two ways we can do this. The first way is to use this block, the glide block. The glide block tells the parrot to, glide or move smoothly to a certain position within a certain number of seconds. Let's say we want the parrot to end here, and we want it to glide for 3 seconds. We would take this glide block, snap it to the end of the script, make sure the coordinates match, and then change this to 3 seconds. Now when you press the flag, the parrot glides smoothly to its new location. The second way is to use repeat blocks. In the control menu, drag out the repeat 10 block and replace the glide block. You'll notice that this block has a taco-like shape. Anything that you put in this repeat block will be repeated for a certain number of times, in this case 10, before the computer reads the rest of your script. To make the bird fly, we want it to move from here to here, but we don't want it to teleport like a single move block would do. Instead, let's take a move 10 steps block and put it inside the repeat block. Notice that this is the same as dragging out 10 of these move 10 steps blocks and putting them together. The repeat block is just much easier to use. Now when we press the flag, the bird moves more gradually forward. This is because even though it teleports 10 steps at a time, the time between these teleports is small enough to make the bird look like it's moving smoothly. It's almost like stop motion. In total, the bird takes 100 steps, or 10 multiplied by 10. We can change this number to make the bird fly all the way across the screen, like this. Now we want to make the bird flap its wings. We can do this with costumes. Go ahead and click on the Costumes tab at the top of the coding area. Many of the sprites in the sprite library come pre-equipped with more than one costume. As you can see, the parrot has 2 costumes to imitate flapping. We want to switch between those costumes while the parrot is moving. So let's get back to the code. In the Look section, we'll find all the blocks related to the sprite's costumes. We can see a Switch Costume block as well as a Next Costume block. I'll drag both of those out for now. Then let's go back to the control menu. We can use a repeat block since the bird is flapping multiple times, but since we're not sure how many times the bird will flap, I'll just use this forever block. The forever block is essentially the repeat forever block. Anything that happens in this block will repeat until this red stop sign is clicked to stop the program. Go ahead and drag that block out. Now, where do we attach this forever block? We can't put it after the repeat block, since otherwise the parrot will only start flapping after it has moved across the screen. Instead, Let's just drag out another when flag is clicked block and put the forever block here. That way, when the green flag is clicked, both the script and the script will happen at the same time, and the parrot will flap its wings while moving. Okay, now that the bird is almost ready to flap across the screen, try to complete the rest of the script on your own, using these costume blocks we dragged out. You may not have to use both of them. Pause the video here and come back when you're done. So there are two ways you could have completed the script, one method with each block. The first way is to switch back and forth between the costumes using the Switch Costume To block. By switching to one costume, and then waiting, then switching to another costume, and waiting again, the bird can flap across the screen. Or you could have just used Next Costume. Next Costume switches to the next available costume in the Costumes tab, and when it reaches the end of the list, it goes back to the beginning. This would also make the bird flap across the screen. And there's our flying bird. Before the next tutorial, try improving the program on your own. Add a new backdrop at the stage, or try to program the parrot to disappear when it finishes flying, so it isn't just flapping at the edge forever. Next time, we'll talk about the if-else block, which will also involve blocks from the sensing menu. Until then, happy coding, and thank you for watching.